But if you think we've got it bad in the UK, the depth some fraudsters go to across the pond is simply astonishing. In Miami, Florida, Fernando Mendez Villamil qualified as a doctor in 1998 and set up his own psychiatric practice, treating patients for conditions such as ADHD, schizophrenia, depression, and narcolepsy. But just 4 years later, he began defrauding the government healthcare providers in a scam that would last for the next 14 years and cost the US government millions of dollars. He continued to submit claims to Medicare, who cover those aged over 65 and young people with disabilities. Some of his patients were as young as 3 and were being prescribed huge amounts of medication for no apparent reason. He'd earned the title of the most prolific drug provider in Florida, issuing some 62,000 prescriptions a year, costing $12.2 million. That's over 1,000 prescriptions a week. Not only was Mendez Villamil helping thousands of people to fraudulently receive disability benefit, but he was also claiming money from healthcare providers that he wasn't owed. And on top of that, he was flooding the streets of Florida with drugs that should never have been prescribed. He needed to be stopped. His epic attempt at fraud didn't go unnoticed. 3 years later, Medicaid received a complaint from a private investigator called Ken Kramer. Kramer had noticed that Mendez Villamil was prescribing a huge and totally disproportionate amount of antipsychotic drugs to children. The information was passed on to the US Senate, who made the prescription records available to the public. He had gone too far, and the law had caught up with him. In January 2016, he was accused of running one of the largest fake prescription schemes in US history and was immediately arrested. His home and valuable possessions were seized, including a rather unusual collection of paintings estimated to be worth around $500,000. He later pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, to make false statements in immigration matters, and to defraud the US government. Overall, his scam had cost the Citizenship and Immigration Services over $800,000, the United States disability system more than $20 million, and healthcare providers Medicare and Medicaid over $29 million. Mendez Villamil was sentenced to 12 years and 7 months in prison and ordered to pay back costs of over $50 million.